The young girl, Luna, grew up knowing she was different. Her gift, or perhaps her curse, became apparent at the tender age of 16. With just a single touch, she could make any male quiver with pleasure, their bodies succumbing to the intense orgasmic waves she elicited. It wasn't something she had asked for or something she could control. It was simply a part of her, an innate ability that she had discovered during a fumbling encounter with a clumsy boy from her school. Her mother, a woman of great wisdom and understanding, recognized the burden this power could become and the potential harm it could cause if not handled with care. She taught Luna that her ability was a gift from the divine, something to be used to bring happiness and relief to those who truly needed it. And so, Luna spent her adolescent years honing her craft, learning the subtle art of touch and the profound impact it had on the male psyche. Her mother's words echoed in her mind as she ventured out into the world. "Use your power for the good, my child. It is a divine spark that you carry within you, a tool to mend the hearts of those who are broken." With this guidance, Luna embarked on a journey to heal the souls of the men she encountered, using her touch as a balm to soothe their pain and grant them moments of pure, unbridled ecstasy. In the bustling city, Luna discovered a world of desperation and longing. Men of all ages and walks of life sought her out, their eyes filled with hope and their voices trembling with desire. They whispered tales of their loneliness and despair, of lives devoid of affection and physical release. And with her gentle caress, she offered them a temporary reprieve from their troubles. Word of her gift spread like wildfire through the streets and alleyways. The whispers grew louder, and soon a line of men stretched outside her modest apartment door, each one eager for his turn to feel the warmth of her skin, the electricity of her touch. They offered her riches, power, and their eternal devotion. But Luna remained steadfast in her mission. She would not be swayed by greed or desire. She would use her power to heal. One evening, a man named Alex approached her. His eyes were sunken, his spirit shattered, and his voice was but a hoarse whisper. He spoke of a life plagued by war, of comrades lost and battles fought. His body bore the scars of his past, his soul weary from the weight of his memories. Luna saw in him a man who truly needed her touch, not for mere pleasure, but for a deeper, more profound release. With gentle grace, she invited him inside, her heart swelling with empathy. She listened intently to his stories, the horrors of combat etched deeply into the lines of his face. As she touched him, she could feel the tremors of his trauma resonating through his body. He flinched at first, but soon his muscles relaxed, and a sigh of relief escaped his lips as Luna began to weave her magic. Her fingertips danced over his skin, tracing the lines of his chest, his stomach, and down to his thighs. With every caress, she sent waves of comfort and warmth through him, coaxing the shadows of his past to retreat. Alex's body responded in kind, a silent testament to his burgeoning arousal. But Luna's focus remained on the emotional turmoil within him, her touch a beacon of light in the darkness of his mind. Slowly, she worked her way up his body, her hands gliding over his skin with purpose. His breath grew ragged, his eyes fluttering closed as he succumbed to the bliss she offered. When her hand finally wrapped around his shaft, he gasped, the sensation unlike anything he had ever felt. Her grip was firm but tender, her movements slow and deliberate, as if she were unwinding the tightly coiled springs of his very soul. The tension within him grew, his body straining against the onslaught of pleasure. With the utmost care, she brought him to the brink, then eased off, allowing him to catch his breath. His body trembled beneath her, each pulse of arousal mingling with the echoes of his pain. When he was ready, she began anew, her pace steadily increasing. Alex's moans grew louder, his hips bucking against her hand, his desperation palpable. As she worked her magic, Luna delved into Alex's thoughts, pulling forth his most vivid memories. She saw the horrors of war, the camaraderie, and the loss. She focused her energy on the moments of connection, of joy and laughter, amplifying them until they drowned out the screams of battle. Finally, she could feel the dam of his emotions cracking. With one last, firm stroke, she sent him spiraling over the edge into climax. His body arched, muscles tensing, as a cry of release tore from his throat. A physical manifestation of the burdens he had carried for so long. The room was still. Slowly, Alex's body relaxed, his breathing evening out. He looked into Luna's eyes, a silent thank you passing between them. In that moment, she knew she had not just given him pleasure, but had offered a small slice of healing. The two lay there, their hearts beating in unison, bound by the intimacy of shared release. Luna felt a sense of peace wash over her, the power within her humming with satisfaction. For Alex, it was the first night in years that he didn't dream of war. And so, the cycle continued. Each man who entered her sanctuary left with a piece of his anguish lifted, a brief reprieve from the crushing weight of existence. Through her touch, Luna became a beacon of hope, a guardian angel of carnality, using her divine gift to restore balance to the fractured male spirit. Her legend grew, and her services were sought after by the desperate and the lost. Yet, she remained humble, her mother's words a constant reminder of the responsibility she bore. She knew that she could not save them all, but for those who found her, she offered a sanctuary, a place to lay bare their souls and find solace in the warm embrace of her healing touch. The city's whispers grew into a crescendo, and the line outside her door grew longer. Yet, she never turned anyone away. Her dedication to her calling was absolute, her compassion unwavering. And as the years went by, Luna's legend grew, her name synonymous with the divine gift of pleasure and healing that she bestowed upon those who needed it most.